from 30 Hz to 20 Hz, the Sony ULT Tower 10 doesn't have the power. That's why I will put the JBL PartyBox ULT. Hello guys, my name is Luca from AudioTribe YouTube channel, and in this video we will gonna make a bass test with the JBL PartyBox 710 versus the JBL PartyBox Ultimate versus the amazing Sony ULT Tower 10. How we will gonna do the bass test? It is very simple. I will put a decibel meter at around 2 meters apart from the speakers. We will set it on DBC and we will put 4 different tones. The first one will be the 50 Hz flat tone, the second the 40 Hz, the 30 Hz and the 20 Hz. And after this test we will definitely see which has the strongest bass, which has the deeper bass, and of course which has the best bass overall. So first we will start with the 50 Hz flat on the JBL PartyBox 710. All of these 3 speakers are with the equalizer flat and with the bass boost put on the first level, so with the deep bass activated. And we will increase in volume to see how loud we'll get the 50 Hz tone. So DBC, maximum value, and let's start the tone. 50 Hz. Okay, so with 50 Hz, the JBL PartyBox 710 reaches a maximum peak of 101.8 dBc. And now let's go to the 40 Hz, put it on dBc on the maximum value, and let's increase in volume. 40 Hz. Oh, the house is shaking. So 103.2. We can definitely tell that at 40 Hz the bass it is much stronger. And now let's see at 30 Hz dBc maximum value, and let's increase in power. Okay, so you can feel the vibration in the house, but the objects will not shake. You can definitely feel that the speaker rumbles very strong. So it reached a maximum peak of 98.5 dBc. And now let's see if we can get 20 Hz. 20 Hz with only the JBL PartyBox 710. So we can get 20 Hz, but it is not that powerful. You can barely feel it. So we have the results with the JBL PartyBox 710. Now let's go to the JBL PartyBox Ultimate. So let's put the decibel meter on DBC on the maximum value, and let's make the 50 Hz tone. So 106.3, and unfortunately After 50% of the volume, the bass will stop increasing. So 106.3, much better than the JBL PartyBox 710. Now let's see the 40 Hz flat, dBc max, and let's increase 40 Hz with the ultimate. The house is shaking very much. So only 105.4 decibels. Now the 30 Hz dBc maximum value, 30 Hz. Let's see it. Whoa, you can feel the energy in the house pulsating. Okay, I can definitely tell you that I will not recommend you to do this. You can damage the speaker permanently. So it reached only 103.1, but I can definitely tell you that my t-shirt was vibrating. And now the 30 Hz flat. Let's see it. So that was the 20 Hz, and I can definitely tell you that the 20 Hz it is much more powerful than the JBL PartyBox 710, and it really does the job. And now the Sony ULT Tower 10, we will put the decibel meter on dBc on the maximum light and start the test with 50 Hz flat. Okay, so it reached 112.7 decibels at 50 Hz, and this is the most powerful till now, 112.7. And now the 40 Hz flat, dBc maximum value, and play. Oh, too fast, too fast. I will redo it. A 111.7 dBc. And now the 30 Hz flat, dBc maximum value, 30 Hz. A 106.3 dBc. And now the last but the most important one, the 20 Hz flat. Let's see, 20 Hz. doesn't reach 20 Hz unfortunately. We have the results, and the results are very strange. So I will start with the 50 Hz. The JBL PartyBox 710 recorded a maximum peak of 101.8 dBc, the JBL PartyBox Ultimate 106.3, and the Sony ULT Tower10 112.7. So we can definitely tell that the Sony ULT Tower10 it is far better than these two. Of course the Ultimate it is better than the 710, and the Sony it is better than the Ultimate. And unfortunately JBL PartyBox 710 increase in power till about 60% of the volume, and the JBL PartyBox Ultimate increase in power till about 50% of the volume, while the Sony ULT Tower10 increase in power in bass till 100% of the volume. So it will not stop increasing in power after 50 or 60% of the volume. Now at 40 Hz flat, the JBL PartyBox 710 recorded 103.2 dBc, the Ultimate 105.4, and the Sony ULT Tower10 111.7. So we can definitely say that the Sony ULT Tower10 it is the most powerful at 40 Hz, and of course the Ultimate it is stronger than 710, and the Sony ULT Tower10 it is better than the Ultimate. Unfortunately, as the first test, the JBL speakers doesn't increase after 55-60% of the volume in bass. It only increase in power through the mid speakers and the tweeters, but the bass will stay flat. Now at 30 Hz, the JBL PartyBox 710 recorded a maximum peak of 98.5 decibels, the JBL PartyBox Ultimate recorded 103.1, and the Sony ULT Tower10 recorded 106.3. So we can definitely say that the Sony it is the most powerful, but at 30 Hz the bass from the Sony sounds a little bit weird. We can definitely tell that the woofers is stretched to their limits, and of course we can definitely tell that the JBL PartyBox Ultimate it is better than the 710, and the Sony ULT Tower10 it is stronger than the Ultimate, but at 30 Hz the JBL PartyBox Ultimate feels the best. And now the last and the most important one, the JBL PartyBox 710 recorded a maximum peak of 99.5 decibels, the JBL PartyBox Ultimate recorded a maximum peak of 103.7 decibels, and the last, the Sony ULT Tower10, unfortunately it doesn't have power, so it doesn't reach 20 Hz. That is very strong. As you saw, it reached only 89.1, so we can definitely tell that it cannot do low frequency that good as the JBL PartyBox Ultimate. Of course, the volume at deep bass increase from 10% to 100%. It will not stop at 60 or 70% in the case at the 30 Hz flat tone. So what's the conclusion of this video? Of course, the bigger the woofers, the bigger the bass. Of course, the bigger the speaker, the bigger the bass. And of course, the JBL PartyBox Ultimate it is better than the JBL PartyBox 710, and the Sony ULT Tower10 it is better than the JBL PartyBox Ultimate. But from 30 Hz to 20 Hz, the Sony ULT Tower10 doesn't have the power. That's why I will put the JBL PartyBox Ultimate as the king of low bass, you know. So it is clearly for me, if you want low bass, just go with the JBL PartyBox Ultimate or with the 710, and if you want the bass to be very strong but without the low frequency, definitely the Sony ULT Tower10. You can definitely feel that when you listen to a song, the house will shake much more than the JBL PartyBox Ultimate, but the Ultimate will give you that deep bass that you can really feel in the chest, you know. So for me, the JBL PartyBox Ultimate it is on the first place, the Sony ULT Tower10 it is on the second place, and the JBL PartyBox 710 it is on the third place. But come on, the JBL PartyBox 710 cost only $650, while these two reach almost $900 to $1,000. So it is clearly which one to buy. And now let's talk about the sound quality. All of these three speakers are very loud, are very intense, the sound it is very good, but in my opinion the JBL PartyBox Ultimate it is the best. Of course, the Sony ULT Tower10 it will be louder, the intensity will be much better. But as sound, I really love how the JBL signature sounds on this speaker. So what is your opinion? Feel free to subscribe to AudioTribe YouTube channel and please hit that like button. Cheers!